So, hey guys, first of all, I want to say a massive thank you to the Duchess of Narsussex for shouting out my channel. That was really, really kind and unexpected of you to do that, so thank you so much. And thank you for all the really kind things you said, especially about my accent. I don't think many people think it's cute, especially not my children when I'm shouting at them. But I suppose a lot of people do like the Irish accent, like it. So yeah, so thank you. I can't thank you enough for doing what you did. You didn't have to, and that was an extremely kind gesture. So anyone who's on my channel, could you go and put some Scottish flags on the Duchess of Narsussex channel, just to say a thank you from me? That would mean the world. Okay, I'll get on with the video. Okay, so I was interested in Christopher Bouzy's company, Bot Sentinel. So I wanted to find out, where the headquarters were, who would be the chief financial officer, chief executive officer, board of directors, such as that, because I was hoping to write a complaint, regarding his bullying tactics. So I was looking on Google, and I just typed in Bot Sentinel's headquarters, and it came up a PO box, which is kind of strange. Now, I'm not trying to dox you, Bouzys. I don't give a shit where you stay. I don't even care where you come from. As I said, this is just me wondering a little bit about your company. So I'll go onto the maps and we'll have a look and see. Okay. Well, I don't know any of these areas. I've never heard of any of them. And I don't even know what state they're in. But it says here, hold on, Barracuda Networks Inc. Business Park. So this is the address for Bot Sentinel. So let's have a look inside. So a little click. Wait, what is this? What the hell is this? This doesn't look like a computer company to me. It looks like a thrift store or something. I don't know. It's got some, God knows what they are. Let's take a spin over it. Oh, okay. Oh my God. So this is the Bot Sentinel headquarters, with some of the most ugliest, excuse my language, fucking dresses I've ever seen. What the hell is this? I mean, come on. You wouldn't even put that number on an aunt you hate the most, for her burial, That's so ugly. But again, what even is this? It looks like some kind of marketplace that sells, well, in Britain we would call tat. There's just some. Do you know what it actually looks like? It looks like a sweatshop where you've got little kids in the back making cheap, shitty clothes. This is Bot Sentinel's headquarters. Up. There he is. There's Bouzy there, you know, like on his phone trying to take us all down on Twitter. And we can tell it's Bouzy by the ears. I'm just kidding. I don't know if that is Bouzy or not, you know. But if this is like his headquarters, yes, it's just so weird. And it goes on and on and on, racks upon racks upon racks of rubbish. Is that Bot Sentinel at the back? I don't know. And please don't start and shout that, oh, you're slagging off our culturally appropriated wear, when I don't think like items like this are, you know, a cultural dress, as I'll say. That's the kind of dress I've seen like many a young girl don on a Saturday night, you know. But this number here, 40, does that say $40? Couldn't pay me $40 to take that thing, you know. It's fucking ugly. But yeah, it's just so weird. It looks like something that we in the UK would call a car boot sale, you know, where you gather all the crap that you don't want in your house and you take it to what is called a market, and you sell it on to other people because your crap is someone else's gold, you know. But I mean, this is what is shown as Bot Sentinel's headquarters. A cheap-ass dress shop called Barracuda Networks. And is this the same? Yep, very same. Same cheap, nasty clothes. At least you've got a plus-size mannequin in there. I'll give you your dues on that, Bouzy. Well, that's different. That's not certainly what I wasn't expecting to find for this big computer company that he claims that he runs. He's just doing it off his phone. Yeah, that's different. There's nothing in there I could see I would ever wear, but yeah, maybe throw some like paint on the wall or something, give it some colour, I don't know, like make it a little bit more hospitable, you know. It just looks like a thrift shop. But yeah, I digress. So yeah, that's strange. So let's go back. I've saved it. Oh, it's got a phone number. Should I do it? So I'm the kind of person that will do this, eh? Should I call and ask if this is Bot Sentinel's headquarters? Should I? Oh wait, now it's closed. When's it open? Monday 8 to 5. Well, I'll maybe do that in another video because it's obviously closed now. So yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to call this place and ask because I'm kind of interested to know why Bot Sentinel is under a P.O. box for Barracuda Networks Inc. and lives in the store of a ugly ass dress shop. Interesting. There was also another thing that I was interested in looking at, and it was this little this article here by Project Fangirl, and all credit goes to C.J. Hawkins, who wrote this. And what CJ has said is the bot scam. Guy who published the anti-Meghan hate accounts report is denounced as fraud. Last week was a difficult week for a vast array of Twitter users when they came under attack by Christopher Bouzys, a seemingly random guy who runs his business from a sweatshop. No, I'm only joking. Who appeared to be a supporter, more like a stalker, of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. It all started when he appeared out of the woodwork. I don't know much about the woodwork, but he certainly appeared from that ugly-ass fucking dress shop anyway. Screaming that people who don't support the former royal couple are racist. We're not racist, Bouzy, because we don't support Meghan and Harry. We don't support them because of the tactics that they've used and the way they went around doing things. That's why we don't support them, not because of the colour of their skin. As I said in multiple videos, I didn't even know Meghan was black until the South Africa trip, where she was standing around in poverty and moaning about how hard her life was. And then when she gave the speech saying that her as a woman of colour and a sister, and that's when I found out, because I didn't watch the wedding. But even before then, I didn't like her character, so not even knowing she was black, that can't make me a racist, because I had no idea. Plus, it wouldn't even matter what colour she was. It's the tactics that her and Harry use. So anyway, however, it's since come out that the guy isn't as great as he makes out to be, meaning Bouzys boy. Moreover, he thought he could accuse people of being part of a bot attack on Meghan. The reason? Because they don't agree with his views or her actions. Nobody's attacking Meghan in a hateful way. We're doing it because of what they're doing to our royal family and what they've said about our country. Our friend, the lovely Sue Smith, did a video called It's So Bouzy, where she addressed the Bot Sentinel drama. We've spoken about this before in a previous post. The gist is that this guy, much like Meghan, loves playing the victim wherever possible. And that's true. Can't say anything about Bouzys, or he just shouts racist, even though it's nothing to do with the colour of his skin. Absolutely nothing. People have been calling Bouzys out left and right and centre, becoming a raging dumpster fire. Furthermore, of all the individuals speaking up, one of them is his eldest daughter. Now, I know Yankee had brought his daughter and stuff into a video. I love Yankee, I really do, but that part I didn't agree with, because I think that children should be left out of things. I know she's an adult, and I know there's been allegations made, but they can't be corroborated, and she's innocent in all this. She's not part of what her father is doing. But I can see why Yankee did it, because Bouzys doxed her. He doxed private information about her. He doxed pictures of her. He doxed her criminal record. unadoxed their daughter. So, if anyone, and I mean anyone, goes after my children, especially you, Bouzy and Sussex Squad, you best believe that I have got information that I have stored on my phone that I promise I will never release unless you come for my children. If you ever do that, I promise you think some of the royal fans, you call them hatred. Try dealing with a Scottish mum when you've attacked her children. You'll see a venomous, hateful bitch come out then. So all I'm saying is children should be left out of it, and do not, and I mean it, do not come for my kids. Speaking of children, it also done the same to Sue Smith. He outed her real name, he outed where she worked, and then he outed I think it was our son who's autistic, which is absolutely disgusting, going after a disabled child. I bring this up as well because a couple of people have asked, can we donate something to buy you a coffee? Well, yeah, that's lovely, and I'm really, really appreciative of that, and you don't have to, but if you do decide to do that, I've got a member of my family, a close member, I'm not going to mention because I don't want Bouzys ruining or the Sussex Squad and who my family are, who is on the high end of the autistic spectrum. I've also got a nephew with a condition called charge syndrome. He was born a twin, but unfortunately his brother died when he was only 10 months old. He caught pneumonia. With charge syndrome, each of the letters means something to do with the actual disease. The C means coloboma, which means he's got holes in his heart. He's got holes in his heart. The H, forgive me, I don't recall the medical terminology, but he can't speak. He's blind. He's deaf. I think he's got partial sight where he can see lights and stuff like that, shapes and things. He has to use a special walker to get around, with braces and that on his legs. And unfortunately, people born with this condition don't live past their 20s. Him and the other member of my family, they both attend a school which is a primary school and high school kind of rolled into one, because obviously these children wouldn't be able to handle normal public school. But if anybody did decide to donate, if you wouldn't mind, I would like to give some of that money to the school to help them fund because they have rooms that they use for touch. They have rooms where they have lights, just to kind of help with their mind development. And also, I would also like to help my sister, I think. I know, sorry. Because the lights, the specialised lights that you've got to buy, especially for my nephew, they cost a lot of money. And so just to be able to buy maybe, one set of these like special lasery kind of lights, and that he can lie and like look at night and keep his, because he can't play with like actual toys or anything like that. It'll keep his mind active and just not make him feel like so alone and stuff like that. So while I appreciate like people offering, to buy me a coffee, if any money was donated, that's what I would use it for. I probably would maybe take a couple of pounds out and buy myself a jar of coffee, because doing this is quite stressful. The amount of like threats that I've had from the Sussex God has been a lot. But as the Duchess of Narsussex said, like, they don't scare me. They don't scare me one bit whatsoever, They bite, but I bite harder, They can say what they like from me. I'm not doing this because I want to do it. I'm not doing this because I want to make a career. I'm not doing this because to make money out of it. And as I said, with the donations, any like money that ever came from that, I would donate to my nephew and stuff like that. But if you ever did try to like take me down, I'll just keep popping up again, and you can take me down, and I'll just keep springing back. I'll be like a bad case of the flu that you'll never be able to get rid of. So you can try, but I will. I promise you, I will keep coming back, and I will keep exposing the vile, disgusting crap that yous do. So I'm going to go back to this article, having said that. So here we go. Our friend Sue Smith, okay, she did this video, blah blah blah. It's him calling Bouzys out front and centre, becoming a raging dumpster fire. Furthermore, of all the individuals speaking up, one of them is his eldest daughter, which I'm not going to say anything about, because as I just said, come for my kids, gloves are off. So I'm not going to lower myself and give him any ammunition. Be sure to check out Sue's video on this linked above. Well, you can't check out her video anymore because unfortunately the bandy serpents and Rottweilers got her channel taken down, which is a shame because she's a lovely woman. A hashtag has emerged on Twitter, Bot Sentinel scam, dating back months to before Bouzy's admiration for Meghan became known. I wouldn't call it admiration, I'd call it a bit more like a stalking. I think Kate Myers are a bit too bloody much. Note that we did not mention race. Notice what we didn't do, sorry. We did not mention race or anyone's heritage. This guy can claim racism all he wants, but it's his behaviour that is being called into question. Even if he were a white man, he'd still get a thrashing from people. And this is very true. I don't care, Bouzys, if you're pink, yellow, green, orange, black, blue, or white. I care about the fact that you're an evil, vindictive person going after women. And I just think that's disgusting. I think it was like Martin Luther King Jr. said he didn't want his children to be... he didn't want his children to be looked upon on the colour of their skin, but the content of their character. And that's what I'm looking at on you, Bouzys. Not the colour of your skin, but the content of your character, which is ugly. You have an ugly soul. and you're just a vile person. So it says, Twitter did not commission Bot Sentinel to run a report, but report on toxic hate accounts. Sure, they considered the research, but Bouzys didn't get the response he was hoping to. You're damn right he didn't, because he nearly lost his damn mind when he was like tweeting at newspapers trying to get them to report on it, and they didn't. He thought that all the accounts he named in his smear campaign would be shut down. Meanwhile, only a handful got suspended. Also, all the other ones were seen by Twitter as complying with the rules. It's weird that yous can put out vile tweets about wishing death upon my monarch, my royal family, wishing our little Princess Charlotte is molested. Yeah, your accounts are still up. Yeah, we critique something that Meghan and Harry have done, like lecturing us on climate change while flying on private jets, and we get banned. You know, it's unfair. Now we do have to stress that Twitter is not perfect. They're allowing a load of anti-Cambridge and anti-royal accounts to remain open when they're constantly making death threats, believing they're protecting the Sussexes against the hate. The hate? I don't see like the Sussexes get the amount of threats that the royal family get. I mean, the threats that come from the Sussex camp are they're absolutely like outrageous, vile, disgusting, and evil. There's no two ways of even saying it. I've not seen one account coming from supporters of the royal family wishing anything like that happened to the Sussexes. None of them. In fact, I think it was Meghan that was overheard saying that she was only one plane crash away from the throne. So maybe they're taking their lead from her. I don't know. I'm only speculating. While this is a total separate matter, this is the whole reason Facebook was forced to rebrand. Accusations that the company cared more about money than its users became so great they had to change their image on a literal scale. Twitter needs to wake up and realise that death threats are not on. It doesn't matter who they're aimed at. However, some of the companies Meghan and Harry have investments in have shares in Twitter. That's very interesting, isn't it? So if you've got shares in Twitter, you can get away with your fans levelling death threats at your own family. If you've got shares in Twitter, you can basically say anything you like without any consequences. And isn't it kind of like weird that Meghan's like got this new podcast out where she's like talking about mums and it being women being called sluts and stuff like that, when she basically slut shamed her own sister and found him freebies, which we know for a fact by the court documents she wrote, if not helped pen. So it's kind of a bit of a hypocritical that she's like talking about that while she did it to her own sister. Something to think about there. Anyway, they believe they can cancel people because of their views on them due to their ties. Let's not forget that Jack Royston, also like a lover of the Sussexes, they pretend to be journalist Jack Royston that only writes positive pieces on the Sussexes and hit pieces like Omid Scobie on the royal family, wrote a balanced article, I would hardly call it balanced, about the investigation run by Bot Sentinel and the one run by Twitter. It was hardly balanced because he was messaging Yankee, messaging Taz, trying to get them to admit that they were hate accounts when they weren't. So that wasn't him being balanced. That was him being a sneaky bastard. So what he said, Twitter suggests the term bot is frequently misused, including to refer to accounts that people disagree with. He's correct in this instance. If someone doesn't agree with someone else, they're considered a bot. Furthermore, this would be an underlying cry of racism whatever other crime. Sorry about that there. So Bot Sentinel uses its own algorithm. That's kind of interesting. So if it uses its own algorithm, it can put certain words in there and say words like love royal family, love Catherine Cambridge, love Prince William, blah blah blah, and Bot Sentinel can flag them and class that account then as a hate account, flag it, then report it to Bouzys can then let it know to all his followers of Rottweilers, so they can then mass report the account and have it banned. So yeah, that's pretty interesting to know that. To end this post, we wanted to say that Bot Sentinel uses its own algorithm to determine who has toxic behaviour and who doesn't. When the news started to trickle out that Bouzys was releasing the report, we decided to sacrifice our Twitter account to Bot Sentinel. Moreover, this is the rating we got. So they got 13%. Sorry if you can hear shouting there. There's a football game on and my neighbour's team must have just scored because they're jumping up and screaming, yes! Anyway, we ran the test earlier today, but we received the same response. However, we have seen people say that their ratings have changed suddenly. One example is a tweet from Morning Blueberry. Unfortunately, they're just saying they can't show the link because it wouldn't post. But they're also saying that the site at one point pushed the World Health Organization to the disruptive category. So the World Health Organization was deemed disruptive by Bot Sentinel. As of currently, however, the WHO is now sitting at 0 because enough people complained. So, here's the WHO one. Let's have a look. World Health Organization as today. Just for the record, the below screenshot is the one of Bouzys' Twitter account. 17%. So he's gave himself literally he's literally gave himself a normal rating. This guy is unbelievable. It's biased because it's his company. Well, I would hardly call it a company. It's, to my understanding, and this is only speculation, it's him on his phone, sitting in his dress shop, sending out mad tweets, to everyone that doesn't agree with him. So, and his code, which he won't release to the public. I wonder why that is, because I'd be curious to see what words were in that algorithm. Also, scroll back up to my result. Ours is lower than his. However, his actual Twitter activity says otherwise. We blocked him to avoid him coming after us, but it's unlikely this will stop him and his cronies. And that's the end of that. Yeah, nothing's going to stop him and his bunch of ravaged Rottweilers the only thing that's going to stop them is the only way, that is going to stop them is if we keep calling them out, keep exposing their mean, disgusting, vile tweets, keep reporting them. As I said, get down and dirty with the rats, Sometimes you have to, just to live, and play them at their own game. So I'm going to go now because I just got my gloss delivered because I'm decorating my hall at the moment. And I want to get that started. And plus it's a beautiful day here in Scotland. So I'd like to get a few things done. But I'd also want to thank, I think our channel's called, I'm not sure, it's Moon something 714. I'll put it down in the description. But she also gave me a shout out. And I just want to say to her, thank you so much. That was extremely kind of you. Extremely kind of you. And I'm so sorry that your name's just not coming to mind at the moment. I know it's definitely Moon something 714. But as I said, I'll put it down in the description. But if you can, send her and the Duchess of Narsussex little Scottish flags and tell them that I said thank you for shouting me out. I would be so grateful if you all did that. And to all the new subscribers, welcome. I hope that you are enjoying my videos, and I'll keep trying to make more and keep trying to dig and expose these vipers for what they are. And if anybody does donate to the fund, I'll put it in the description of where you can do that. But have a great Sunday, everybody, and enjoy your day. And I'll see you in the next video. Love you all. Bye.